Hey y'all, come on in. Sorry I'm running late. I am going to be shortening this list. So if y'all come in and you want a mini read, I highly suggest you try to get in there before I shorten it or before I close it off. I unfortunately will have to dip out of here, but then okay, hold on. But then I plan on coming back to do more. So just to give you guys a heads up. Let's see. Oops. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Irene. Hey, Sonia. Give me just a second and we'll get started here in 2 seconds. Hey, y'all. All right. Leslie is first. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see. I feel like his initial feelings um towards the message is one of heartache. I feel like it kind of Like maybe he hasn't, almost like trying to block out emotion or trying to block out pain. I still feel like he's attracted to you, but I have the Three of Swords here to start off with how he is feeling in relation to the message. It's kind of like just feeling a bit hurt. Um Not that the message hurt him. I think it's more so of like memories, the fact that you two are not in communication, the fact that you two are not have not seen each other. Initially I feel like the first response is hurt, and then I'm not going to say anything. You have that Knight of Swords here in the reverse. Now, the interesting thing about this though is because I was feeling impulsivity with this card. So it's not to say that he will respond, but it's also not to say that he won't respond. I do feel like this might be something that is very spontaneous if he does decide to respond, because I have next is the King of Wands here, and I have the Eight of Swords. So it is a possibility that he will first sit in it, think about it, and then turn around and be like, okay, maybe I should try to respond to this and do something. The Eight of Swords also is kind of him not necessarily being in his head as well. So it's like I feel like initially he does. Initially he is in his head. Then second, I'm not going to be in my head about it. He may even open up as well, because that Eight of Swords in the reverse is him not being tied, like his hands not being tied, or him deciding to not like self-sabotage. Give me 2 seconds here. What? All right, we got 10 of Pentacles here. I do feel like you guys could have a conversation about the you could, but I don't know. Let me see. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. What about it? If he decides to catch up with you, I kind of feel like he may try to avoid talking about the relationship. I don't know if it's going to, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be one of those harmonious or mature situations of you guys speaking to each other about it, like in a mature type of way, because I also feel that Page of Pentacles in the reverse, you got the Five of Wands here. He may try to avoid it because he feels like if he avoids it, it's better. Like you guys can be in a better vibe, because he feels like if he does speak on it, it could cause a fight. It could cause arguments. You got that Five of Swords there. He's also fighting himself mentally. Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like he just wants to move past it. He doesn't even want to pay it attention. So to answer that, the short version is I do feel like there may be a response back. I don't think that he's going to want to have a mature conversation. I feel like if he does, he thinks that it's going to lead to a problem. Like he's not there, because we opened up with him being in that Three of Swords where he still kind of feels emotionally hurt for whatever reason. But that's what I got for you, Leslie. All right, give me just 1 second here. Ruby Kelly. Hey, Dove. Hey, I said hi to Irene already. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Mary. Hey, Chumpa. How are you guys doing? You're welcome, Leslie. Okay, I'm pulling up Kelly's info here. Give me a second. Hey, Natasha. All right. Okay. Number one. For some of these questions, I don't read them out loud. Here's your second hello, Irene. I don't read them out loud because I feel like you don't want me to. So I don't. Unless it's something that, is fine. Some of these I won't read out loud. Let's see. Kelly. I don't know what the situation is. Well, actually, hold on. Kelly, I feel like this has something to do with the third party. Hold on. Sorry. Anyway, I feel like this has something to do with the third party. I got Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Swords, but I'm trying to see why the Seven of Swords in reverse. That's why I was saying I don't know why he would feel this way. There's remorse that's there, but I'm not sure what the remorse or guilt or regret is about. Give me 1 second here. Emperor. Hanged Man. I think he feels guilty, if I'm being honest. He feels guilty. I have Seven of Swords here in the reverse. We're talking about the Queen of Wands, that Three of Swords, as I stated, a third party situation, something splitting the two of you apart. For some reason, when I saw these two cards, I told you I was going to stand on business, but I ain't been doing shit. And I know that technically this isn't what these cards mean, but in a sense they do. I got Emperor here followed by the Hanged Man. I feel like he feels guilt that he's allowing the third party to get in between the two of you. And for the simple fact of he told you he was going to do something, he's supposed to be doing something, but he isn't really moving at this time. I feel like it's more of him kind of just, the action is not there. It's not that he's not thinking about it. I feel like he is thinking about it. It's almost like a feeling of trying to figure out how you're going to get out of the mess that you made. He's surrendering right now. It's like, but I feel more so of a vibe of like just being in limbo. Tower. Four of Wands in reverse. He also knows that the end is coming for whatever is happening in that other situation. I got the Tower here in the Four of Wands. I think he's just kind of like, I know it's going to happen. I know it's happening. It's about to fall apart. And because of that, it's like he's put his guard up. It has nothing to do with anything that you have done, I don't feel. I feel this is more so of what's going on surrounding him and the fact that he's having such a hard time with actually standing on his word. Yes, Six of Swords here with him being able to move on. I just feel like there's a lot of regret that's there for him when it comes to that whole situation there. All right, let me go to the second one here. All right, Kelly. What's it going to take? All right. So to answer your second question, you will, but you have to get out of the cycle that you're currently in. And it's interesting because you said at at the end that you said that this continues to happen. You have Page of Swords here with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and you got the Five of Cups here as well. It appears that there's something that you might be still kind of holding on to that you need to let go of. And maybe you feel like you can't let go just yet because you haven't gotten all the facts. But in actuality, I feel like what's happening is whatever it is that you're holding on to, and it's not just in this particular situation that you're in right now. I feel like this is something in relation to how you go about love in general. There's some sort of something that's happening here that if you're doing shadow work, continue doing it, continue digging. If you haven't done shadow work, start it. I can't remember what we've talked about in the past, so forgive me. However, there's grief that's here that like kind of keeps you in this chaos, this cycle that keeps happening, where I'll show you here, where it's like you're missing out on opportunities, where you're not getting the opportunity because you're stuck in a cycle of people that are deceitful, deceit, lying, being strategic, trying to have their cake and eat it too. But it's like a continuous thing. Yeah, there's something. Okay, look, I just parted the deck. I got the Hanged Man here. I got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is all about surrendering and allowing control to, like, not trying to control situations, allowing them to just be, and giving more so to yourself than towards other people. There's something in there deep. It's bigger than the person that you're dealing with. I'll say that. It's bigger than the person that you're dealing with. Because it's within you. Something that you need to walk away from. Yeah. Have we talked about this before? I can't remember. There's shadow work you need to do, girly. This is, within. This is your spirit speaking to you. To break this, you need to break this cycle. You break the cycle, then you can have this, the sun. You can have that happy, One more thing. I'm telling you, okay. I'm going to say it again because it came out again. Shadow work. There's something from the past that you need to get up off your back. It's clinging to you. And in some way, shape, or form, the people that you keep ending up in certain situations with, they all have a commonality, and it has something to do with whatever is deep down inside, whether it be an insecurity, whether it be something that happened to you that you feel like you have to make right. And so you look at that in different people. It's deeper. It's deeper than what I can give you in a mini read, damn it, is what I will say. But just to kind of graze the top of it, I do feel like it is bigger than what is going on with each individual person. I hope that made sense, Kelly. I hope that makes sense. All right. Let me go to Dawn. And I'm going to add the others. Give me just a second. Is that offline presence? It is. Presence. And I know you want to do it through video. Got it. Okay. So these are the last ones. And I'll do another one soon. I just had to cut it short today, so I apologize. Dawn, are you here? Dang it. I need to ask her. Oh, I don't think she's here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. Okay, so somebody came back. Initial A, but I don't know if you meant the. Hey Nicole, you would have to click on the link. However, I'm sold out at this time. I'll have to redo them or do them again later. Okay, I guess Dawn isn't here. That's okay. I'll just hone in on whoever she's talking about. Let me see. Substance came back, kind of hard to explain, but it was good. Still an open question. On what comes next, if anything. Okay, what comes next with the person that came back? What comes back with the person? What happens next with the person that came back? What the fuck? Dawn. Who is this? Is this the? Because I have A here, and I don't know if that's a typo. Son of a bitch. Okay. I hope this isn't the. However, I feel like initially there's going to be some effort. I feel like there's going to be effort that is here that's given initially. You start off with the 8 of Pentacles. So there is some sort of effort that's, working between the two. But then you have the 3 of Swords here and the Tower, followed by the Ace of Swords and the Judgment, both in reverse. There's something that ends up getting in between the two of you again, or it could be there's some sort of heartache or heartbreak, or somebody has done something to betray the other. There's a downfall again, or a breakdown again. I feel like it has something to do with communication. You have the Ace of Swords here in the reverse, and I feel like that is I don't think it's lying. I feel like this is like someone holding back something. Hopefully it's not lying. 2 of Pentacles. Justice. Your energy is too, okay. Your energy, and it's not too, but it's your energy is very stable. I feel like what's going to happen is there's some sort of breakdown in communication. There may even be kind of like I'm not going to revive that type of feel with the Judgment in the reverse. Here's the breakdown. You got that Three of Swords here. You got that Tower. But what I feel from your side is that you're going to stay single from the situation. I got that Nine of Pentacles there. Like you're very balanced. You're very balanced. You're very stable. I don't really feel like too much of anything is getting to you because no matter what, no matter if there's a breakdown in communication and then you guys stop talking, or if you don't like something that the other person says, regardless of the fact, is I still see you being very solid in yourself. You have that Ace of Cups here in the reverse and the Moon in the reverse, both showing that you've been working very hard in regards to the things that are within you, pretty deep down inside within you. You're bringing that shit up and you're taking care of yourself with that Ace of Cups in the reverse here, loving on yourself. You know, you're doing the work. You're doing the work. Give me more on what would come next between these two. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the World in reverse, Seven of Wands. There's a feeling of unfinished business. Like still not getting to the meat and potatoes. You got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the World card in the reverse, where it's like something's just missing, but it's causing an issue for you guys to feel like you're starting a new chapter. There's still, and it could be stuff that's left unsaid. So it's unfinished business. Something's not being addressed because someone is being defensive. Somebody is like putting up those boundaries to not allow it to move forward. I feel like there is a communication breakdown. I really do. And I feel like somebody's not bringing up something that they should. But either way, you're like A-okay. You're fine. So about it. Wands. When you do talk, I feel like this person does want something more passionate with that Knight of Wands here, that Page of Pentacles, like starting something not reviving, but with the communication, it feels more sexual in nature, possibly. I do have that Two of Cups in the reverse here, where it's like still not, you guys may not agree on things, or it's very possible that this person is still kind of keeping themselves from having anything real, more so because it's self-sabotage. You got the Eight of Swords that's there. That energy is there. So, I mean, I don't know. Don't put all your eggs in that basket. I would just kind of go with the flow on how the communication is. Either way it goes, like I see you being fine. Not really affecting you in a negative way. All right. Offline presence. She's so funny. Okay, offline presence. Eminem's new relationship. Eminem's new relationship. How's Eminem's new relationship? Offline presence, are you here? Why the King of Swords in reverse? about to be non-existent. I feel like they're okay. So this is a relationship that's kind of ego driven. Maybe this person, maybe whoever the new person that they're in a relationship with kind of satisfies something about their ego. But you got that 9 of Cups that's there. However, I don't feel like, yeah, I don't even think that I don't feel like this is going to last or even be a thing. You got King of Swords in the reverse. You got the Star card in the reverse. So there is a very, not hopeless, but like they don't have very much faith in this thing going anywhere. Like they can't see it going anywhere. It doesn't give them the vibe of like it being, there's longevity. I do feel like there's their communication kind of sucks. You got 9 of Pentacles here as well. That's why I say if they're in a new relationship, they're not going to be very long. Their MM's energy is very single. It's very, very, very single. They're single from this new person. Yeah. So like maybe they're going through the motions with them, but they're also very detached. So I don't feel like this person, like I said, I don't think they see longevity, if I'm 100% honest. You got 3 Pentacles here and you got the King of Cups. Emotionally detached. It's almost like having someone just to have someone, just to say I have someone. Like maybe that helps with the little ego boost. Give me more. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking confusion in this relationship. I feel like it's I don't think their person feels very secure in the relationship. It almost is a feeling of like somebody being 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So their person is very on guard. They may even think that because Eminem's behavior is so detached that there may possibly be somebody else. I don't think it's harmonious at all, to be honest. Yeah. There's a lot of times where MM just kind of, I'm telling you, this person's going through the motions. A lot of times they just want to be on their own. You got Hermit and the Hanged Man. It's like thoughts, they're just in their head all the time, and they're very hot and cold with how they present themselves to the other person with that Knight of Cups. It's not good. I'll say that. I'll let you know that it's definitely not good. If they left for the other person, the grass is not greener on the other side. It sucks. It sucks bad. All right. Now I got, is it AU motion or owl motion? All motion? I'm probably fucking that up. All right, let me see. Who is coming towards me in love? Okay. What's coming towards our motion in love? What or who? What or who? What about it? Looks like in the past there may have been some maybe getting over heartbreak, or I don't feel like this is like just happened. I feel like this is something that's happened in a while, and you're just kind of looking at trying to determine what's next, which direction to go. I do sense there's a little bit of you know, you got your wounds. You may feel a little bit wounded. May have a hard time with kind of trusting others, but at the same time, you're still trying to get yourself out there. So what's coming? May even be emotionally detached. Temperance in reverse. Why? Magician. Okay. Honey, honey, honey. You got temperance in the reverse. You got the magician in the reverse. I feel like, so it's not talking about a person right now. It's only talking about you. And I feel like there's some things that need to, like, if you're already going through the process of healing, I would highly suggest to continue doing that. Don't stop. Never, it doesn't matter who it is. Never stop healing. Healing is not linear. It's like this. Continue healing, because it's like a feeling of detachment here. But the detachment, I don't think that this is honestly how you normally are, actually, or how you want to be anyway. You got the King of Cups here in the reverse and the Temperance in the reverse. Like the detachment, the sadness, you got 10 of Cups here in the reverse, is causing this Temperance in the reverse. I know what your question is, but it wants to talk about you. All right, let me switch gears. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Someone's coming back around. That's okay. Shit. Okay. Someone's coming back around. I don't think you see this coming at all. I feel like you probably would think that this person would never come back around. You got a Queen of Swords here with the Moon. It's something that you do not expect to come. It's something that you thought was cut out. It's bubbling back up to the surface to restart because something hasn't been closed out, or at least somebody feels like they haven't closed it out with you. I feel like all of everything that was prefaced previously is to almost let you know it might be the very person that ended up hurting you that's trying to come back around. Why is this important? Because you need to heal. You need to heal from grief. I don't know who that is coming back around to you. But it's either they're coming back around or the energy is stuck and they just kind of linger in your energy. What just flipped? There it is. Because you have the Four of Swords here with the Five of Cups. Gosh, that almost feels like, I'm going to say the person's energy is lingering with you. I'm not going to say what I first felt. But I have Four of Swords here with the Five of Cups. Grieving, lots of grief. There is something new. I do feel like a new journey is ahead of you, but the fact that I have to go this deep into your reading makes me feel like there's still work that needs to be done. That you still got work, you still got work to do. What's the Page of Wands? Oh my God. Okay. All right. Is there anyone new coming? Your reading screams new journey of self-discovery. It's not talking about like anything in relation to someone new or love coming in, because it seems like you have things that you need to do for yourself. There's some sort of lesson here. You have the Hanged Man, where it's like you need to have some insight or gain some insight on certain situations, certain things that have happened to you in your life, what you're mourning over and what you feel like you've lost. Once that insight has occurred, because it seems like maybe you've been in this energy for a while with that Death card in the reverse. Once you actually do this, then new love comes in. But because it took me this fucking long to, it was almost like I was forcing it. There's things that you definitely need to pay attention within you before that new love can come in. And it's new insight, new perspective on how love is, new relationships, shit, you, letting go of the grief. Yes, because it's waiting for you. Your 10 of Pentacles is waiting for you, but you got shit that you need to do. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, all them cards let me know you got a deep wound that needs to be healed. I'm trying to find a way to be direct, but also empathetic. You have a deep wound that needs to be healed. You have to work on it as much as possible, because if not, all it's going to do is bleed on to the next person. There is somebody that's there, and there is somebody new, but I feel like that's further down. It's further down. It's when you finally have some of that shit worked out. So, all right. That is what I got for you. I believe that's it. It is. Okay. Later, I will have a longer one. Today, I had to cut it short because I ended up having to go a little bit over on another session. So, thank you guys so much for being here. The next one I do, I probably won't plan it. I'm just going to pop up and y'all can just come in and purchase them if you want to. Other than that, I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.